With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Hardman to return. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. He goes 55 yards on the punt return. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Patriots take over. very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Thomas steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Patriots at 13-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Thomas will look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll run here with Taylor. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Burrow will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
T.J. Watt. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They run once more with Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Thomas. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First down. Here's Burrow. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On second and very short. Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blankenship's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on second down. Williamson. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a give to Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Williamson. Eluding the pressure right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 44, Burrow over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get to place on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
To throw on 3rd down, Williamson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle strike.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, another run with Taylor. 123 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Throwing on first down, Williamson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run with Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through. Traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Buying time to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Jeffrey Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Williamson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Taylor again. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Taylor will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off the pass.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how. They're playing this one out.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now it's Burrow. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Patriots, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 over.